One of the most common questions in regard to powder-actuated systems is how to properly dispose of used or partially used cartridges.
Unfired cartridges lying around the job site can be a problem. Not only do they pose a safety risk, but OSHA can issue fines for improper storage or disposal.
During the workday, operators and users of powder-actuated tools will have to address fired and partially fired cartridges. For safety personnel and inspectors, cartridge containment is extremely important. The key is to have a place to store your cartridges. For unfired cartridges that are going to be used later, make sure you store them in a dry area like a gang box or a storage closet that can be locked.
Now this sounds ideal, Gentry, but what about during the day when your tools are in constant use all over the job? And what about the fired cartridges? What do I do with them during the day?
Well, remember we talked about the importance of cartridge containment. One idea is to have a few 5-gallon buckets on your work site. Label all the buckets cartridges only and make sure your workers know where they are and of course that they use them. At the end of the day, the buckets can be collected and stored properly.
If the cartridges are all completely fired, they can then be disposed of in the regular trash. The challenge is what to do with the unfired cartridges. It might seem simple, but the best approach is to fire them.
Absolutely. The reality is that out of the billion or so cartridges sold by Hilti, less than half of 1% are actual misfires. That is, the firing pin hit the cartridge, but it did not go off.
Now, the main reason for unfired cartridges is that the cartridge is skipped during the loading or cycling process during use.
Correct. With fully automatic tools like the Hilti DX460 or the DX351, cycling the tool is not an issue. Skipping mostly occurs with semi-automatic tools such as the DX35 or DX36 because you have to manually cycle the tool.
Okay, so what do you do when you have an unfired cartridge that actually has been hit by a firing pin but did not fire?
Well, like I said, shoot it in the tool. Now, if that doesn't resolve the problem, take them to a hazardous waste disposal company.
For more information, contact your Hilti account manager or call Hilti customer service. Remember, proper cartridge containment and disposal not only reduces waste, but it helps to ensure safety on your job sites.